conversations from the world of women's sports. This is WiSP Sports Radio.
Hello, and welcome to episode 7 of Ready, Steady, Rehab on WiSP Sports Radio, where we believe that women in sport deserve equal coverage. Ready, Steady, Rehab is a podcast about sports injuries, what can cause them, the symptoms to look out for, and the rehabilitation process.
WiSP Sports Radio is brought to you by Hyland's Earache Drops.
Have you been diagnosed with an earache by a physician? For natural relief due to earache pain, fever, irritability, and sleeplessness, try Hyland's homeopathic earache drops and tablets. Hyland's has been trusted for generations to provide safe, effective homeopathic medicines for all members of the family. There's no alcohol and no sting. You can get back to doing what you love. Go to hylands.com/ear-pain to find a retailer near you. That's hylands.com/ear-pain. Claims are based on traditional homeopathic practice, not accepted medical evidence. Not FDA evaluated. Read and follow label directions.
When I told you I was going to give you advice.
Welcome to the show. I'm Dr. Heather North, Doctor of Physical Therapy from Red Hammer Rehab. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking a little bit about injuries due to exercising in the heat and how to avoid them. The first most common one is blisters. They are a horrible thing. They can really affect your training. They can put you out for weeks, even sometimes a month, especially if they do get injured. So the best way to prevent blisters is to actually prevent the friction from happening in the first place. So if you're a runner or a cyclist or golfer or tennis player, you want to protect your hands and feet, even underneath the sports bra. You do want to make sure that you do use Body Glide to all of those areas that you think might get some chafing. If for some reason you do get blisters, you do want to treat them as soon as possible. And there's a huge rule that says that you should not pop any blisters. You can, however, pop blisters if you're really, really careful and you make sure that you do keep everything sterile using alcohol and sterilizing any type of a syringe or needle that you puncture the area. Then you do want to make sure that you cover it and use some triple antibiotic ointment as well as a Band-Aid on top of it. Oftentimes, I've really found that if you do pop a blister, it does help with the healing process, but the most important thing, again, is that you do keep it sterile. Recovery process really depends. If you are exercising a lot for a long period of time and you end up with some really horrible blisters, sometimes they can get infected. You really want to keep an eye out for any redness, swelling, things like that. They can also cause you to run differently. So a lot of times we'll see in the clinic that patients start to get iliotibial band issues or toe pain because they're running more on the outsides of their feet as opposed to running smoothly and normally because they've got some type of a blister that has occurred in the arch. So other things that I really like patients to think about, especially if you're in a sport such as tennis or golf, you want to really think about gloves that do not rub and that protect your hand. Types of socks make a big difference. You never, ever, ever want to be wearing cotton socks. You want to make sure that you have a wool or some type of a polyester blend. Some patients have really found that the socks that separate the toes are really effective too. I also have some patients that do tend to get rashes and inflammation due to sun exposure. Some patients do actually have sun allergies. So if that's the case, you want to make sure that you wear a really wide brimmed hat because these inflammatory processes can put you out of exercise for a long period of time. They can cause soreness and pain and really make exercising not so much fun. So you want to make sure that you use a sunscreen that has enough of an SPF as well as reapplying it very often. And something that I see a lot in the warm weather is swelling of the hands and feet or legs. Because it's warm, we tend to have difficulty getting rid of the excess heat. So I encourage patients to think about wearing compression socks during the day, especially after exercise, elevating your legs. And what you want to do is you want to lay on your back, put your legs up against a wall, and just hang out there for anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes. Cold soaks oftentimes really feel very good too, and they can help with any inflammation that has been caused from being out and working out really hard in the heat. So, how to cool the body off? It can really affect performance, and it can increase injuries if you're changing your gait, if you're having dehydration. I like patients to think a lot about cooling off the capillaries first. So I do have some patients who have MS, and they have learned that holding on to icy water bottles makes a big difference because you have a lot of blood exposure in the hands and feet. I mean, obviously you can't take your shoes off and hold some type of a cold apparatus when you're exercising, but you can in your hands. There is some research that even is looking at having some type of a specialized hand cooling. And you'll see some of the most elite athletes wearing cooling devices around their neck that can sometimes help. But again, really the hands are the key here. Drinking cold water can make a big difference. That will also help you run a little bit faster and feel better and exercise for longer, as well as drinking that cold water afterwards. That'll cool you from the inside out. So, dumping water in your head is not what we previously thought. So I know that today's lecture and topic is kind of a short one, but it can make a really big difference. So make sure that if you have a chance this week, go out and get some blister prevention and even get some athletic tape if you need to. And I really like the material type athletic tape. So if you do get a blister, again, you can cover that up and prevent any future friction. And also really think about looking at socks to help protect the feet. Because again, your feet are one of the most important things as an athlete. And if you don't have those guys, it's just as bad as any type of an injury.
WiSP Sports Radio, the voice of women in sport.
I hope you found this short topic kind of helpful. And if you'd like more information, please visit my website at redhammerrehab.com, provided in the show notes. And you can also email info@wisports.com with any questions you might have about sports injuries. On the next episode, I'm going to be addressing a really hot topic right now about what really is dry needling and how do we use this treatment type as physical therapists. There's going to also be some links in the show notes accompanying this episode at wispsports.com. Just go to listen and click on Ready, Steady, Rehab. And for more conversations from the world of women's sport, visit wispsports.com and subscribe to WiSP Sports Radio on your podcast player. You can also post your comments and share on social media. So just look out for at Red Hammer Rehab and at WiSP Sports. Thanks again for listening and supporting women in sport.
I was gonna give you advice.
Thank you to our brand sponsors at WiSP Sports Radio. Please visit them at highlands.com/ear-pain.
Well, you can't see me through those innocent eyes. You're too far